Sherry, it isn't your grand auntie's drink anymore. Hey guys, it's me, Lionel Lau, the founder of dineout.com, your friendly neighborhood wine and spirits expert. And today we have something really special for you, all the way from the bodegas of González Baez in Jerez, Spain. So I've recently concluded that sherries are possibly one of the best category of wines to pair with local food. And the reason for this is that even though they are fortified wines, more than 90% of their wines are actually dry. And this belief was further enhanced when we shared an experience with Boris Ivan, the global ambassador from González Baez, one of the most illustrious bodegas, sherry producers in Spain. So what did we do? We paired some classic Malaysian dishes, or Nyonya dishes, which is what I consider Malaysian fusion food, where it has elements of virtually all the major races, right? We have Malay influence there, Indian influence, and obviously Chinese influences as well. So we had 5 wines. We started with Tio Pepe, the Fino sherry. This is a signature sherry, and we had this with some sotong sambal, but the star pairing was actually the Assam fish. The Assam fish, as you know, it gives you that nice sort of sourish, sort of makes your mouth saliva coming out. And the Fino sherry, as dry as it is, the moment you had this with the Assam fish, it just rounded it off so nicely. In fact, it smoothened it out. It made you ready to take another sip of that Assam fish curry, and then you want to sip the wine again. It was superb. And next up, we had a combination of dishes, obviously, just like any good local food, right? And nothing different with Nyonya. We had some chili garam, we had a rendang, we had ponte, we had some satay, and even some lobak was thrown in as well. So we had 3 of the driest sort of dark wines, sherry wines, starting with Amontillado, and the Oloroso, and the finishing with a Palo Cortado. Now, Oloroso will be the most aromatic of all these wines, and it smells sweet, but actually, when you taste it, it's super dry. And this is where I would say you don't have to like strictly pair anything, because they all sort of work with each other with all these dishes as well. My God, the ponte with the Palo Cortado was really something else. It worked really well with the Oloroso, but with the Palo Cortado, which was sort of in between the Amontillado and the Oloroso, it just made it less heavy. You know, the richness of the ponte with all the teochew and all that flavors going on, it just made it less heavy, and made you, again, like I say, ready to take another mouthful. It just melds, the flavors just melds together. Whereas the Oloroso and the chicken rendang, this was a surprise even for me, because again, chicken rendang, the heat level is not extremely high, but it had a lot of different spices, right? You had you have all the what you call it, lemongrass and all that kind of things going on in a rendang, and the Oloroso would just clean it completely. It was better than drinking Chinese tea. It would just make it cleanse your palate, and you could have another dish without being overpowered by the taste of rendang still in your mouth. And this is what, to me, the sherries excel at. So last but not least, we paired the sweet sherry, the nectar, made from Pedro Jimenez grapes, with the chendol. Now, we told them not to serve it with the gula melaka, and we used the nectar, the Pedro Jimenez, as an alternative in the beginning, right? The viscosity, the thickness is almost like a gula melaka, but not quite. And the great thing about this wine is that it smells sweet on the front it tastes sweet, it's almost sugary sweet, but it finishes dry, it doesn't stick in your mouth, and that's the beauty about sweet wines. So we poured this into the chendol, and it was almost sweet enough. It was almost sweet enough. I think if you wanted a chendol and didn't want to have that heavy sugar syrup, you could have this and still enjoy it. But the star was when we added a bit of gula melaka combined with the nectar, just a bit, and wow, the sherry just lifted the gula melaka, and maybe the gula melaka lifted the nectar, and it was just a pairing made in heaven. This was a stunning dessert. I could have drunk this all day long. Lovely, lovely combination with that santan and the little bit of gula melaka and the nectar inside. It was really, really, really good. Trust me on this. You do not want to miss this.
I absolutely love it. Honestly, I've been coming to Asia for several times, but for me this was really unique experience for a really simple reason. The combination of the flavors which I experienced today was really unusual, but really beautiful, because it was the eye-opener for me to mix so many really close cuisines, but with very different flavors. So I absolutely love it, and I absolutely enjoyed it. Beautiful. 100%, and we had a discussion with different guys today, and you know it's funny, we always try to pair or suggest sherry with Japanese cuisine. However, the flavors of Indian, Southeast Asian and Malaysian cuisine, it's such a big and versatile, which works really well with the sherries. And for me today it was really big eye-opener, and I see huge potential of having sherries and exploring the sherries with different flavors of Southeast Asia. So I love it. Okay, I enjoyed, I can say 3 dishes. Help me with the pronunciation and saying. So first one, that the fish with the tio pepe was outstanding, outstanding. I like the chicken with oloroso. And we were saying, you know, the flavors of chicken, because it's a type of flavors which are really aggressive and hard to match. And we found brilliant matching with oloroso, so it was amazing. And of course, the last but not least, the dessert of coconut with shaving ice and Pedro Jimenez. It was just kind of like ultimate thank you for beautiful after beautiful lunch which we experienced today. Yes, so those 3. I'm thinking of staying. I don't want to leave, so that's how much I enjoy. You know, guys, honestly, it's been some time I haven't been here, and thanks to guys like you, thanks for experience like today. It's the reason to always to come back. So I'm looking forward to come back, and I hope it will be sooner than later.
And we look forward to welcoming Boris back to Malaysia sooner rather than later. And we at dineout.com look forward to seeing everyone back here at season 3 of Makan Wine, where we will feature more wines paired with local food. So for links to all the wines that were featured today, you can just click below. Remember to share, subscribe, like, etc., etc. The wines will all come in roughly half bottle sizes. They are at a great price of 68 ringgit a bottle. So click the links below, buy the wines, and do your own little pairing with local food. See you guys. Bye.